ForSkullsMost.com and Metal Mark here with a man that needs no introduction, but I'll give you one anyway. Philip H. Anselmo, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing very fucking well, man. Here, obviously, author and Punisher, War Beast, and The Illegals here in New York City. I gotta ask about this tour, though, because obviously it's the first time out. You've had some memorable moments. Obviously, the Make-A-Wish thing was amazing. You sang Happy Birthday to that kid. Was this a lot better than you expected when you first started the tour?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, but I did expect Peyton at that first show, and really, when he came in, he brightened up the whole fucking thing, because everybody's, got the nervous jitters and stuff, and I'm trying to all right, everybody calm down. It's just a rock show, relax. But overall, Peyton kicked ass. He came in with that attitude and just brightened up the whole fucking place, man. And when they say terminal about that kid, I say he's a fucking fighter.
Yeah.
I say he's a fighter, and I'm betting on him.
Nice.
So, as far as the tour, though, man, it's interesting. There's a lot of, it's not all about the pit. It's not all about people slamming into each other as much as you would maybe perhaps imagine. It's a lot of wide eyes and observation and this and that, which is fine by me. It's a different type of show. That's good. Big, small, medium-sized crowds. We've played them all. It's part of being on this thing called up and down the fucking musical ladder. If you're gonna do something new, people are gonna have to buy into it or not, one way or another. So test the waters. And the record, it's been out 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
So each show, progressively, I see people singing the words, knowing the parts, and that's a sign of progress. So thumbs up. It's overstated, and there is no master plan. No master plan. Stay in the fucking room. Ain't gonna change it. Stay in the fucking room, and I won't take the fucking thing.
Kind of like your tour with Arsenam a few years ago. These are more in like smaller venues. Obviously, coming from like the major arenas, does it give you a bigger appreciation of it with these smaller things?
See, that's overblown, because Pantera was the only band that really ever got into major arenas on our own and selling them out by ourselves, or with an awesome package and headlining, in other words. But you see, back in the day, that's the reason why, the popularity of Pantera and whatnot, and playing these gigantic places and outdoor sheds and arenas. That's why I started bands like Arson Anthem and Superjoint and stuff like that, to get back into a more intimate atmosphere, whether it be a tiny club, whether it be fucking McDonald's off I-90. I don't give a shit. Hand me a microphone. I'm having fun.
I've always wanted to ask you this, because when you go on stage, there's very few people that, you can fart into a mic and people cheer. Like, you have a power over the audience that not many people have. Like, going into onto the stage, what is your mentality? Are you just like, I'm gonna own this motherfucker? Or?
It's as natural, and actually, I think I feel the most free out of any part of the day, any part of life. I can actually just get up there and be myself, and I don't know. I'm very confident and very cute, and I just have fun up there, man. And my mindset is always pretty much the same. Go out there and do the fucking job, man. Go out there and fucking own that fucking stage. You know, I've been a front man since I was 13 years old. So, you know, this is old hat, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing it a while.
Very cool. You mentioned the record earlier, Walk Through Exits Only. Now, obviously, you've seen the record sales and everything with people downloading, but obviously you have one of the most loyal fan bases, and it came out top 40 on the Billboard. Were you knowing you know the power you have over your fans, but were you still blown away at having those people go out and buy it?
I was absolutely stunned because, you know, considering the contents on the record, you know, and we snuck out a couple songs here and there, and I knew it was a bizarre listen for a lot of people at first. You know, big ups to the fucking people that actually bought the mechanical copies, and it warms the old heart, man, because, you know, of course, illegal downloading, it's very, very almost fucking impossible to stop, you know, so whatever, you know, it's going to happen, but the mechanical copies are still going, the vinyl's still selling, and that's what we're all about. And so, once again, big ups to the supporters, the contributors, and the fans in general. You know, I have a hard time saying fans because I'm a fucking music fan, you know, and it's like, you know, but I don't consider myself any different than any other music fan. So really, I just big ups to the folks and the supporters.
For this tour, you have this massive horror film festival in Austin, Texas, and you're going all out. I mean, the lineup you have is fucking unreal. Now, obviously, being a huge horror fan, what was it about it that you've like put this together? Like, when were you like, I want to put together this with Corey and everything?
It was really finagled on me. Yeah, well, you know, because I don't think about, you know, well, one day I want to do a horror festival. Really, the guy I'm writing my book with, Corey Mitchell. Yeah. You know, the first time he came down to my house, you know, he's looking at all my horror regalia fucking everywhere. He's freaking out. And then I showed him this fucking thing called my horror film collection, which is this 8-ton pile of VH fucking S's and DVDs and all this shit, man. And he was like, God damn, I haven't even heard of half of these fucking movies. And I thought I was a horror fan. And I was probably emailing somebody at the time when he said, you know, we should throw a horror fest. And I was probably like, yeah, okay, sure. Next thing I know, it's like real and it's happening. And he's like, you know, what do you think about having bands? And I was like, well, you know, Housecore, New Orleans, Dallas, Fort Worth. I know all those, you know, the bands around. You know, sure, we could do that. But once word got out, that's when the double, triple whammy of all surprises hit me in the forehead, where so many people wanted to be part of this thing, and so many special fucking people, man. And Jim Van Bever, I got to give him a big thanks. He's coming down. Jim is a director here from the States, and he, besides the Manson family, which I have helped contribute to both financially and doing voiceovers as the devil and fucking adding music to the score. He also has another film called Deadbeat at Dawn and a lot of short films that I adore. So having Jim there is great. And we're having George Butkerite from fucking Germany of necromantic fame to come down and fucking show all his stuff on 35 millimeter, which is mind-blowing because anyone who has not seen the necromantic films, you haven't seen horror, you know what I mean? So, and then for God's sakes, the Coffin Joe from Brazil, fucking Coffin Joe coming down, and I just met up with him a few months back on tour with Down, and he came out to a show we played in Brazil, and he came out, and he's awesome. He's great and doesn't speak a lick of fucking English and has his translator there, and it's just like perfect. And he brought me all this old fucking killer posters and fucking books and shit. You know, I had no idea how in depth the guy was as far as making films, man. Not only horror films, he's made porno, soft porn, and children's movies. The dude's done everything. So he's coming down. He's bringing some nifty secret gems with him, as well as a lot of his artwork that he's done over the years. So there's going to be a little gallery set up with his stuff showing. And I've never even seen the stuff, so I'm looking forward to that big time. And then I think the first round knockout, as far as the bands go, God bless it. We do have some amazing bands, but Goblin's first trip to fucking North America, that's something you say absolutely yes. Please come play the Horror Fest. And they're doing 2 sets. They're going to do their prog rock thing one night, and then, wow, another night they're going to do the score
with the movie behind them, right?
Suspiria, yeah, Argento Suspiria, while it's playing, and that's insane. So I'm looking forward to all that big time, and there's great bands. And over the last 10 months, I've received a lot of submissions from lesser-known directors, and I will not call them amateur directors because they're fucking great. And one day, I think there's a whole lot of them that have submitted that I think have an insane future ahead of them, especially for horror. And I'm the type of guy, I have no aspiration to be a director at all or an actor at all. It's not up my alley. I like to watch horror films for feel, man, for even relaxation and nostalgia. I love horror from all many eras. So with that in mind, seeing these new directors work, people who actually give a fuck about the horror genre, it's insane, and I can't wait for the consumer, the people that actually buy the tickets to come to the event, to see these directors' stuff, man. Whether it be a 5-minute short, 10-minute short, medium length film, or a full length feature film that's been submitted, man. Once again, we got some submissions from guys that give a fuck so much. They're not doing paint by numbers, fucking goddamn horror films that you've seen 1,000 times, The Kids in the Woods, etc., all that fucking shit, or the found footage movies or any of that stuff. By the way, we're playing the ultimate fucking found footage film that, that's the only one you ever really need to see, and that's Cannibal Holocaust. So sorry, Blair Witch Project. I hated that movie so much, and it spawned off a bunch of bullshit. So yeah, man. So we got some good shit, man, and I'm looking forward to it big time.
All right, well, we're gonna get to this little tattoo of yours.
Which one?
This little sign right here.
Little.
That
it's really big. It's right glowing at you.
It's looking at me.
And you know what is missing? Is something that you could never get tattooed on your body.
What?
Super Bowl 44 champs.
This is true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It's a fact.
Oh God, yes.
It's a disgusting fact.
No,
it's a fact.
It's a pristine, glimmering, black and gold fucking fact.
Like I saw the picture of you holding the trophy, and I was like, he's looking at me and pointing and laughing.
I was.
I know you were.
I was looking at the entire Falcon fan base, not just the Falcons. And look, don't get me wrong, I fucking hate your team,
yes.
But the tampon fucking gay sucking ears, and no, sorry about the gay slur or whatever, but when it's football season, all bets are off. Nobody's PC, and then
Carolina Pansies,
the cat vagina pants, can girls, fucking, I hate them. I fucking hate oh my God, Carolina, Tampa Bay. Ugh. Yeah.
We'll end it. What do you think the score of the Falcons-Saints game? I'm going to say 17-14 Falcons.
Wow, that's low scoring. I'll say...
Just because it's the first game. Like, everybody's going to be getting their kinks out or whatever.
I'll say 45-10 Saints.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
No, that's getting some kinks out. No, it should be much closer than that.
Yeah, it's always close. That's the worst.
Fans, I know. Oh, it's terrible.
It's awful.
Last second field goal.
It's beautiful. Matt Bryant.
No. I'm talking about Garrett Hartley right to the uprights.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Like, overtime, win the game, go Saints.
Bags on faces?
Never, not me. Not me.
I wouldn't think so.
No, I wasn't raised in a house with any bags on faces.
Yeah.
It was like disrespectful to the team.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah, of course. But, I can remember you Atlanta's Falcons really, really sucking too. So,
yeah,
all football teams go through that. I guess, general suckism every now and again.
Yeah.
Let me look at the Detroit Lions. With the players they have to win 4 games last year.
It's Stafford, man.
Horrible. You think it's Stafford?
I think it's Stafford.
I don't think
he's got a gun. I just don't think he's smart.
He's not smart.
Yeah.
He's very, very, very. He makes.
He went to Georgia, man.
Come
on.
I mean, you know who would look good in black and gold though is Calvin Johnson. Megatron. I think
that would scare the shit out of me.
It should scare the shit
Breeze
out of
me.
And Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson, Marcus Colston. Who are you gonna stick? Especially with Sproles waiting in the back.
Yeah, no shit.
Right. We still got some similar stuff. Watch out for a wide receiver that we have named Nick Toon as well. Number 88. I think Kenny Stills is going to be on either practice squad or maybe just way behind on the depth chart there. He's got a learning curve. He needs to definitely learn how to do this thing called catch the football before Coach Payton's going to let him suit up on game day. So,
I hear you.
Well, all right. We'll
all
be good sports about it, and I'll say good luck to your horrible football team.
No luck to your awful team.
See, bad sports. God, just because we're better.
But tonight's all about the medal. Right? That's what you're here for, right?
Well, wait. No. The Saints are playing tonight, so I'm going to have them. You're
going to have a TV on the side of the stage?
Absolutely. So it'll be like, all right, the next song.
I'm going to throw my beer at it.
Wow, 50-yard game by Pierre Thomas. All right, excuse me. The next song is
Phil, thank you very much, sir.
Anytime.
As always, Walk Through Exits Only is out right now. Go get it. Support the whole House Score family. Cheers.
Thank you, brother.